If I had $1 for every time the general public hated on mrbeast, I'm pretty sure I'd be a very wealthy man. Because for the past couple months, it seems like the hate for mrbeast has been steadily growing, and honestly, it's gotten to a point now to where it's kinda insane. One-off tweets that he might make now have the power to start entire wars on Twitter. And honestly, I don't see it getting any better from here. So let's dive in. In terms of the recent massive hate that he's been receiving, it first stems from his whole Team Water project, where he's trying to help poor people receive clean water. And I briefly touched on this a bit in my Kai Cenat video, because apparently the internet was hating on Kai for not donating to his project, but that's neither here nor there. The point is, the Team Water project was a massive content creator project with the objective of helping people in Africa get water, and somehow people still found a way to hate on it, or better yet, hate on mrbeast for doing it. Hashtag Team Water is a scam. The water facilities will be used to sell water and not give it away for free. This was always about the money and always will be, using people's investment to make more money. Mark my words, hashtag scam, hashtag mrbeast. And look, I'd be more inclined to ignore random tweets like this if these were one-off and random, but they aren't. It seems like every day someone is trying to find a way to discredit the project and find a way to say it's a scam. And if they aren't saying it's a scam, they're just finding a way to hate on the project. There was also another aspect of people really hating the way that mrbeast was asking people to donate to the project.
Ew, Bates Nutsack only donated $10,000. Gross, he must be poor.
Being cheating.
Cal, why am I the only creator who knows how to philanthropy, Max?
With a lot of people saying that he was pressuring people to donate, and it kind of felt like extortion. But you know what? I'll let you guys be the judge of that.
Debt collector here, where's that 100 G's?
Dude, what the hell? Why am I getting pressed like this?
Where's the 100 grand? It's 100,000 years of clean water for people in need.
Dude, I haven't streamed it. Like I said, I'm doing 100 and then whatever my chat donates. I told you that.
Okay.
Oh, he did say that though.
Okay, I forgot.
Mr. Greed with 36,000 likes. mrbeast has become so unlikable, true colors showing. Nah, mrbeast is doing too much, he needs to be humbled. Some streamers were also claiming that they went on a week break because they were scared mrbeast was gonna ask them to donate to the charity, which is kinda insane when you think about it. The caption should really be, millionaires went on a 1 week break from streaming to avoid mrbeast calls to donate to charity. Because once again, these guys are literal millionaires. mrbeast also commented under this post saying people don't have to donate if they don't want to, which is very true. They're acting like mrbeast is the Grim Reaper. There was also another popular creator named Nick830 who had some choice words for the campaign as well, with him basically claiming that he doesn't like the campaign because the people donating can't make a name for themselves or receive more recognition than mrbeast.
You know, mrbeast, and I'm not saying he's only doing it so that it makes him look good, but it makes him look good. mrbeast and Team Water raised $12 million for charity. So, like, bro, when they're pressuring these creators to donate money and everything for that, I can see why some creators don't want to do it because it's mrbeast's name that gets all the recognition. I mean, I don't know, just from the clips that I've seen, it's kind of weird that he's, like, pressuring all these guys. And, you know, to each their own, maybe he's friends with them, and maybe it's not like that, but at the end of the day, mrbeast gets all the recognition for that. So it's like, you got to respect it if a creator doesn't want to do that. I don't care who you are, bro. $1 million, $100,000, that's a lot of money. mrbeast is going to get the credit for that. No one else.
If the whole goal is to donate to charity, does it matter who gets the credit? I understand that mrbeast's name is going to be the headliner for the charity, but that's simply because he's been facilitating everything and he's actually been the one reaching out to people. I hope Nick830 realizes that if all these other people wanted to donate to charity or start an initiative like mrbeast started, they could have done that themselves, but they didn't because they probably wouldn't have done it. It just comes off a little weird that he's angry that these other famous creators aren't receiving more credit for donating to charity. I don't know, that's just my 2 cents. According to an hour ago, Team Water has raised so far $33 million, so it's doing pretty good. But as I said earlier, this wasn't the only thing people were mad at him for. Because apparently, not too long after the whole Team Water discourse ended, he triggered millions of people on Twitter with just one reply. Now, to add a bit of context, the Rolling Stone recently released an article titled The 25 Most Influential Creators of 2025. And in this article, obviously, the Rolling Stone is talking about the creators who have had the most impact and influence of this year. And when looking at the article, obviously there's going to be names that you recognize like like I Show Speed. Some people may recognize Drewski, people like Kai Cenat, and eventually, at number 7, you'll eventually get to Mr. Beast. And whether or not he deserves to be placed higher on the list, that's just opinion based, I'm just listing out the article. But after Mr. Beast read the article and saw his placing, he wasn't the happiest. In fact, he probably looked like this meme. So he let off this tweet. According to this list, a guy with 1 million followers is more influential than me. What did I do to piss off the Rolling Stones? And then he placed a photo of the person at number 6, which is Caleb Huron. And you know, Twitter didn't like that. And while I can't see the replies of his tweet because it's now deleted, I can only assume that the replies were terrible. And a bit off topic, I also didn't know who Caleb Huron was myself, so I did a bit of digging and I found out that he's a comedian and like a podcaster, kind of like Drewski. And with just one search on YouTube, I can tell that he's popping in terms of content wise and views. So it isn't really that crazy that he's on the list, he's just on a different part of the internet. However, him being ahead of Mr. Beast is still kind of controversial, but that's neither here nor there. The point is that the tweet that Mr. Beast put out wasn't received well by anyone. Even if it is true to an extent, the tweet came off as disrespectful. And because of that, the Mr. Beast haters hopped right on it. Mr. Beast ops like Rosanna Pansino, who haven't been seen since the whole dog pack era situation and they kind of just disappeared, popped back up with a banger tweet that said, Mr. Beast's mask slipping this much in less than a year has been fascinating to watch. Sorry Jimmy, Caleb has something you'll never have, a personality. And it got 8.7 million views and 283,000 likes. And under her post, she tweeted again saying, after getting ratioed, Jimothy deleted his tweet. Imagine being a billionaire and caring about some random magazine list. Loser Mr. Ego takes another L. And I'm not gonna lie, she's low-key cooking him right now. Because there's no way Mr. Beast, who literally just raised $33 million in like a month for a project, is worried about a stupid article nobody would have read if he didn't bring attention to it. But now since he mentioned it, there's been like 9 articles that spawned overnight all talking about it. And they're even talking about it in India. Why on earth is India worried about Mr. Beast? The guy that Mr. Beast was originally talking about, Caleb Huron, also posted a screenshot on Instagram that says, thank you Rolling Stone, it's an honor. And the picture is a screenshot of Mr. Beast's tweet. And all the comments on this post are completely dogging on Mr. Beast, saying things like, when you get ranked higher than a grifter off of Children's Joy. Man who pits poor people against each other for monetary gain, shocked to find out he is less influential than man who is funny and doesn't make people fist fight for cash. More at 6. So yeah, that's pretty much all the Mr. Beast drama that's been going on recently. I think there's a lesson here somewhere that even if you don't agree with something, you don't have to single somebody out because you'll probably face backlash. I don't know. I'll see you guys later.